We have two speakers for today, the prepared speeches. Our first speaker is Dale Frey. Dale is presenting the Icebreaker Project. His speech will be evaluated by Drew Murray. Drew, will you please read the project objectives?
Yes, the purpose of Dale's speech is to introduce themselves to the club and demonstrate the basic structure of a public speech.
Thank you, Drew. Dale is the newest member of our Toastmasters Club. Dale is running for State House District 106 in the eastern and far northern part of Denton County. Dale Frey for Texas. Frey for Texas, Dale Frey.
Hi, how you doing? I'm Dale Frey, and well, as stated, I'm running for the Texas State House of Representatives for HD 106, which is east side in North Denton County, Texas. And before I get into it, let me just tell you about a little bit who I am, and just so you get to know what I'm all about and my background. I am originally from Northern Virginia, generally the Washington, D.C. area. Because of that, I graduated from George Mason University up there. Living in that area gave me a lot of opportunities. I'm gratefully I was blessed to have my first job at a college, working at the headquarters of the Department of Education in Washington, D.C. Eventually build an entire career working in federal contracting. I've worked for GSA, the General Services Administration. I've worked for the U.S. Geological Survey, and currently I'm assigned 2 projects with NOAA, which is the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, where I help climate scientists study the effects of climate change on our economy. So I very much care about the Earth. As I took Earth science multiple times, and also, as I mentioned, I used to be with the U.S. Geological Survey. I eventually met a woman in the DC area who is not from the DC either. She was a multi-generation native Texan. And as we became closer, I began to realize that we would eventually move down to Texas. That was something that I accepted. However, that move was quickly hastened after her father got stage 3 cancer, which is going to be one of the things I touch on a little bit. One of the reasons I'm running for office. Look, there's many reasons I'm running for office. One of the reasons that's very personal to me is our broken healthcare system. Our broken healthcare system affects all of us. Me too, as I never thought this would happen, but I took that 23andMe blood test out of curiosity and fun. Never expected that thing to come back and tell me that I'm genetically didn't get Alzheimer's when I get older. I found this out right around the same time I met a woman named Kenneth. She's a friend of mine now. She owns her own LLC. She is a healthcare provider, particularly for assisted living. So she helps people with dementia and Alzheimer's and things like that. She's ranting to me the other day. She says, you know, Dale, I'm about to go out of business unless I drop my Medicaid recipient, because Medicaid's just, the money's just not there. The rates from Medicaid have not been adjusted since long before the pandemic. And due to inflation and other issues, it's just not something that her business can survive on. She's having to drop her Medicaid recipients and only accept those who pay out of pocket. And this is a huge moral dilemma for her because she knows these people. She doesn't want to do this. She's not doing this as some sort of way of cutting funding to make more money. She's doing it like this stuff. It's hurting people. It's wrong. This bothers me, especially as I know that we are Texas. We are one of the few states in the country that is not opted into the Medicaid expansion program. For those of you who don't know what that is, the Medicaid expansion program is something that we spend money into through our federal taxpayer dollars. We all put money into this, including Texans. Only those states, however, that are opted into this program receive that money back. So we Texans are putting money into this bucket that does not come back here at home. Understand that this means we're spending money and paying for medical programs in California, in New Jersey, but not back here at home. Not back here where Connect, for example, in her business, is having to drop her Medicaid recipients. This is insane. It's insane that we're not opted into this program. This affects people's lives. I've seen it personally. As I stated before, one of the reasons he came so fast out here to Texas is because my father-in-law had cancer. I tell you, it was real hard to put him through and to pay for all of the treatments that he needed with very little money coming from Medicaid, without the Medicaid expansion. It's also especially hard as, you know, he's a public school teacher, retired public school teacher, and I tell you, a public school teacher just does not make the money. It's just not there. It was so difficult. And he did not deserve that kind of financial strain in the later years of his life as he's battling cancer. The family tried to do everything we can to help out and manage it, but it was difficult. It was very difficult. I believe that we need to send people to Austin to fix this broken healthcare system that we have. I also believe that we need to support our school teachers. My father-in-law was a great man. He was a pastor, a school teacher, and I see how school teachers are demonized in this day and age, and that's wrong. They need to be supported. So I want to do everything I can to support our communities. Again, my name is Dale Frey. If you want to learn more about me, you can go to freyprotexas.com. That's FREY protections.com. Thank you for your time and God bless. Yeah.